Well, here goes nothing, lads.
Because you're at disadvantage for range, not because of.
Yeah, I knew it.
Right. So you didn't get the heat metal, or did you cast the heat metal? Because Bracey didn't say he was casting it yet.
No, I didn't say he was casting it.
Right. So an arrow whistles overhead, and then with a sploosh lands in the water next to the priest. Two of the warriors look up. Andy, your movement attack, are you staying and firing, or are you going to run and hide in the house?
They can't get to me in one round, can they?
No, they're like 350 feet away. There's going to be several rounds.
I'll stay where I am. I'll break when I know I've got time to get to the house and hide.
Yeah, right. And who was going next, Dave?
Yeah, I'll shoot the priestess then.
Okay, well, make whatever shot you need to make. It's a standard hit. Roll your damage. You've done an extra.
You're not casting like any sort of like fancy shit on her like Dave.
1d6 type piece in magic. Right, so you've done 3 points more damage because you hadn't Hunter's Mark her. Unless, are you Hunter's Marking her at the sit before you fight?
Hunter's Mark's already done.
Right, but you could have told us that you were casting Hunter's Mark though. So you cast Hunter's Mark and you do 11 damage, right? The arrow whistles like, and then boom, it just nicks her arm. She looks furious. You have another attack.
Go sit down.
And you get
not that pleased.
Just sit down and watch the telly.
You get your predator damage as well. Nice. Right, Dave, you shoot at. You notice that your damage is partially resisted. What? What is going on? Right, the second arrow goes in, catches her in the thigh. She still chants and waves her arms around in an arcane manner, but he hasn't done anything. Right, and what else were you chaps doing then? Dave's fired. Are you moving, Dave, or are you standing on the edge?
I'm still standing there.
Right, okay. So who was next?
That would be
Rick.
Me, then Rick, I guess.
Right,
yeah.
Okay, remember to put it on disadvantage, target her and
Loose.
Loose,
Let's
Rick,
control.
loose.
Yeah, that's
Didn't add
fine.
Hunter's Mark this time though.
Yeah, because it expired for some reason.
Shall I wait or shall I hit?
No.
I don't expect to hit, sorry.
You can add roll the d6. Oh, nasty. And Sengo has not targeted anything.
I should probably still do I haven't done the damage on my attack yet.
Yeah, do your damage.
Because I hit. Well, that was worth it.
Yes, it was. Do those 2 points of damage. Make up.
1 point was partially resisted.
It's the same again then.
What do you mean it's the same again?
Well, we've had our round, haven't we? So it's now...
It's now initiative. They're not... They're aware of you.
Yeah.
And now they're going to do stuff to you. Like, you still had 16 points of damage, but you didn't get a hail or anything.
Not keen on the phrase, now they're going to do stuff to you.
You're not still raging. You've had 10 rounds as complete.
No, but I've still got a rage, haven't I? So it's fine.
Right, so she's taking 23 damage. I need to add smart. Right, you've done a total of 28 damage to her. Now things go into rounds. Kalash goes first. Is he just standing there and waiting?
He holds his action.
Yeah, well, in that case, we'll just ignore him for now. Sengo, you're next.
Another crossbow, rather.
Right, I'm going to remove your rage effect. What happens when you've ended with rage? Are you not exhausted? 'Cause normally it doesn't matter, but it seems to matter in this case. I believe you're exhausted at the end of a rage, it'll tell you. Right, you fire and hit, doing a small amount of damage, which is partially resisted. And you please check if your rage means you are exhausted upon the end of the rage.
Doesn't say.
I don't remember that from when I was briefly a barbarian.
It's got summary blank, level 0, school 0, ritual 0, then everything else is just 0. It says duration, then source components, rage, casting time. Everything's just blank.
Right, it wouldn't be there, it would be in the player's handbook. Or your class summary, if you printed the 2 pages of class summary out, it would tell you there, which I linked. Right, it's her turn.
I'm having a quick look in the player's handbook.
She shouts. She shouts something in an incomprehensible language, but continues to chant and wiggle her fingers about. Etigal, are you standing still on the front? You were, weren't you?
I was at the time, yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that you're exhausted.
All right.
On rage.
I thought it must be something else I'm thinking of.
Unless it's reckless attack.
Etigal loses.
It says when your rage ends, you suffer one level of exhaustion, but it's only before 3rd level, and I'm past that.
Oh well, if it's only before 3rd level, that's fine.
Oh, is it something to do with your person, right?
Is this an ordinary attack or a sneak attack?
This is an ordinary attack now, unless you wish to hide first and then come back next turn and sneak attack.
No. I'll just roll it and see what happens.
Disadvantage don't forget. Your range, nice. A natural 1. Oh. Wow, Andy. So you shoot and your arrow goes to the other side and you sort of go sploosh into the water.
Yeah.
It makes that little dwarf sound like plop, plop.
Right.
Flip.
Okay. Right.
And
Obviously,
if I can do anything else, I'm going to step back from the edge.
right. Because these are not precise skills, the Berserker 1 has stepped in front of the woman, shielding her with his body, as does Berserker 2, right? So they're completely, because she's only a tiefling, which is quite small, completely blocking her from line of sight so that you can't actually see her. And the other ones charge towards you, right? So this is where my little cheats come in. They do a dash action, they shout, a scream and wave their axes about, and charge at you, which is 4, 5, and 6. Let me see how far can they move. Right. So you're 250 feet away. So many tick boxes, so many. Right. The others are running towards you. Those 3 are running towards you. The other 3 are standing, protective style in front of the priestess so that you can't actually target her from range. Shash Alien.
So I cannot see a millimetre of her then.
You can't see her because the 3 of them are literally overlapping in front of her. I'm afraid you can't marksman her. Protect the king, that kind of thing. 3 big burly barbarians standing in front
Go
of
for
her.
the nearest barbarian then.
Right.
The ones that are running.
That'll be number 5. No kid, number 5. Don't disassemble.
Right, and Ian marksman first at him.
Okay. Right, you shoot and you miss. You draw the bowstring back extra long, and unfortunately that causes you to not sight correctly. And again. Wow, Dave, man, come on.
Fucking barbarians.
2 arrows go out. Ploosh, ploosh. They disappear in the water. Mastiff. Is Mastiff just staying out of the way, Brissy, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Can I just remove it from the combat chatter completely?
Yeah.
Right. Do you say go and play in the field or do whatever the hell you do? In that case, Rab McTavish, it's your turn.
Right. I will cast Heat Metal on Davy.
On his belt buckle. That would be hilarious.
He's metal cut piece.
Me bollocks. Me bollocks. Right. Okay, you cast Heat Metal on Dave's arrows. Dave, you have drawn an arrow ready to shoot next round and the tip glows white hot. Nice. Rick. Sorry, is that movement bonus action, everything done? Yeah?
Yep.
Rick.
Okay. Disadvantage crossbow shot at. I can't target her now, though.
No, that's true. The literally.
So how close would that nearest barbarian be?
There are 200 and you cannot really count it on the map.
No, fair enough. That's
220 away from you. This is why I've got my little tick boxes.
Yep. Right. So I will disadvantagedly shoot a crossbow at them.
Okay.
I did not hit.
Misses.
That's all I'll be doing.
Oh, this is not good.
No.
I had all the faith in you. Right. Okay. You will have to bear with me while I do ranges. You are now 250 meters away. Yes. So that is. Cross that off. It's now the end of round and it's Kalash. So Kalash, he's saying we're just going to wait for a target of opportunity. Sengo, you are up next.
Okay. Right, is everyone still there?
Yep.
Yeah, we're waiting for
Right,
you.
it's gone incredibly quiet. Right, again, I'm going to attack the lead.
Tense.
Right, so it's 150 foot, so surely I'm not, that's like half my range, surely I'm not disadvantaged now.
I think with the crossbow, it's only when you're in 80 foot you're not disadvantaged.
Yeah, it's not half your range. It's depending on your range. So it's 80 foot. So you're still disadvantaged.
Right, it's a shame, but yeah.
It's a good plan though. Your missile thwacks off dock at the feet of a berserker. Do you want to do anything else, or are you just obviously bonus action or movement or anything?
Well, if I reach, do I have to use physical attack, or can I still keep in?
I think you have to do damage or take damage. Is that correct? It'll be in your class features. It'll have the exact wording.
No, I read something as long as you keep attacking, but I think it might be melee attack, so I can't really.
It depends on the
yeah,
word.
It's melee, I think.
If you read the exact wording, if it says as long as you keep attacking, that's any attack. If it says as long as you make a melee attack, or if it says as long as you do melee damage, the wording is very precise in D&D 5e.
It is.
So it's definitely not melee damage because you could miss and then lose your rage.
That's right.
And that never happened, so it's not that.
I know, but
I'm sure it's just melee.
Just look it up, basically. Right.
It's a melee weapon attack roll. You get your damage to. The rage lasts. It ends early if you have knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you have neither attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, nor taken damage since then. It doesn't specify that bit has to be melee.
It just says
well,
you
I'm
have to
going to
attack.
rage then.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Yeah, right.
pop a rage. You're like, eat crossbow, motherfuckers.
But you don't get a bonus for your crossbow because it's a melee attack.
No, it's
So
a
you get your
melee.
bonus for.
So you have to basically keep attacking every turn. Right.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like they're going to be doing damage soon.
Yeah, they will.
Right, the priestess goes next. She continues to chant. However, her voice seems to be risen to some kind of crescendo.
Great.
Okay, and then we have that. Right, yeah, okay, that. And Etical, again, you're at the top of the...
That one. I suppose I'd better have a pop at the closest one.
Yeah, I think there's still he's still disadvantaged currently until they get within 80 feet.
Yeah, I thought so.
They're currently
It'd just be nice.
220 feet they are.
Just be nice to hit summit.
Not with
Nope.
one. Wow, yeah. I feel bad for you. I'm running out of ways to try and make horrible misses sound fun. So you just sort of tour the ground and like look down sadly at your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you want to do for bonus actions or movement or anything?
They're still not going to get to me in a round, are they?
No. They look like they're doing dash actions, so they're moving about 60 feet around, and they're still 220 away.
Right, so I don't have to leg it just yet.
Not yet. You've got plenty of time to run away.
Right.
Berserker 1 is shielding. Berserker 2, 3 is shielding. Berserker 4 makes a dash action. 4, 5, and 6 move another 60 feet closer, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40. 60, they're using a dash action, so right, that's the end of their turn. All they can do is run at you screaming, frothing at the mouth, waving their axes about, making rude finger gestures at you. They're now 160 feet away, if that helps anybody. What I'm just going to do is move them to separate them out. See, as they're running up the dock. Cashelian.
I fire a normal aim.
Okay, remember you'll have to roll 2d8 on top as well. Oh, man. Dave, man. You missed. There's a hiss of steam as the white hot arrow plunges into the water. And then you finally hit the berserker. Right, so you do minor damage to him, and he looks quite angry about it. As an arrow thuds into him, into the meaty bit of his thigh.
It's 15 minor damage to them.
You can have a look at his green dot, can you?
I don't like to do that without buying them a drink first.
Yeah. Just separate them up there. Can you see his green dot now? Berserker 5 is the closest.
Yeah.
Right, Shash, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. We Rab.
I hold my actions. I ain't casting that again.
What spell slot did you burn for that? Did you take the one off
2.
for the hairy haggis as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You hold your action, Rick.
Right. You said they were 180 feet away, didn't you?
I made a handy little chart. Berserker 5 is the closest. He's 160 feet away.
60 feet. So even if I move 25 feet, that's still not enough for that. So it will have to continue to be a disadvantaged crossbow. I have missed. I go, damn them, they're too far away, forgetting which accent I'm meant to be in. And then that's my turnover.
And then quickly recovering and changing accents. It would be bonus
Into
action.
Yorkshire. Yeah, that's my pact magic. It's about accents.
End of turn. The tiefling reaches a crescendo, and then there's a great boom and cry. Boom and cry, and the storm clouds overhead gather, and there's a great crack of lightning that comes down and strikes the water next to her. She stops chanting. Right.
I've heard to deal with.
Sengo.
Same again.
You shoot at disadvantage. Go for it. You hit.
Well done.
Well done.
Rust hitting is definitely a well done.
Again, he takes another nick from an arrow. A quarrel, sorry. Is there anything you would like to do this turn? Are you holding?
There's nothing else I can do.
Okay. Right. She raises her hands. You can't actually see her do it. She raises her hands. And the water level in the harbour rises 20 feet.
Yeah.
Like the water just surges and goes and rises 20 feet. Thus almost submerging her. But it doesn't happen around the berserkers. So if you can imagine like great standing chunks of water and they rush forward and start lapping against the houses in front of you and against the docks. She seems to be raising the water level in the area. Right, that's her turn. Ethical.
Right, I'd better have one last shot at one of these berserkers. And then I'm out of here. Right, where are we? Bugger me. I hit one.
Hey, yeah. Mud in your eye, Mr. Berserker. You fire.
Yep, there we go.
He's starting to look a little injured now as you're chipping away at him. And then you turn and run for the house, is that right?
That's basically it.
They're
yes,
still 160 feet away, Andy. If they
Right.
run, they're still going to be 100 feet away at the end of the next round. Because basically all they can do is they're doing dash actions to get at you. Right, can you please make perception rolls? That'd be lovely.
Everyone.
Everyone who's at the front.
Basically, everyone will clash.
Wisdom. 10.
Anyone else?
Oh, God.
Everybody but Sengo. On that island that you can see opposite with the standing stones on, you notice there seems to be a bunch of like tied up fishermen and a few town guards and things like that. Water is lapping round because the raised level of the water's like lapping round their feet. Well, they're tied up and lying on the ground, so not around the foot, around their bodies. Right, Berserker 1, 2, 3 are still guarding. 4, 5, 6 do a dash action, bringing them another 60 feet closer. They're now 10, 20.
Hang on a minute.
They're now 105 feet away.
Shoot them.
Yeah. Why are you shooting on their turn, Div?
You said you'd done their turn?
I have, yes, but I hadn't advanced it. It's all right. Right, so they're now 105 feet away. Right, Dave, you shoot. You hit. Nice. He's starting to look heavily wounded now. Are you shooting again?
All right.
You seem to have Hunter's Mark working properly, which is awesome. Yeah, 2 arrows sink into the Berserker. Oh, he's extremely heavily wounded. He staggers and he now has arrows sticking out of him. And he seems to slow his pace somewhat.
He looks like one of those potatoes with fucking cocktail sticks in them.
Right, so that is... Yeah, he does. So that is roughly where they are now, because Berserker 5 is 100 feet from Dave. So they're coming running, lads. They're coming running. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Dave, or are you completed?
Who's standing at the top of the stairs?
All of us.
Everybody is standing basically in one square where Etigal is. There.
Okie dokie.
Except Etigal has just buggered off, haven't you, Etigal?
Buggered off.
Yep.
Did you fuck off when you've still got a round you could do?
Oh no, had you waited around or were you still... Because you can fire... You can fire then move, Andy. So you can...
Right. Well, I'll fire and then move then.
Right, okay then, that's no problem. But next up is Rab McTavish. They're 100 foot away. The water level has risen, flooded the houses at the bottom, but miraculously, for some reason, it seems to be not around the Berserkers who were charging, and the water level has reached up to halfway up that incline, halfway up the steps towards you.
So I could dive into that water.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're gonna be a shark, like.
You have, like I said, her and all of the Berserkers are not submerged. It's a bit like this Moses part in the Red Sea things. There's like the water level's risen except around those. The command of water is incredible.
Still be able to come out of the water though, and
just dive out the water as a shark and just bite our face off.
right. I move to the right, out of line of sight, if I can, where she is. Behind those two buildings.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
And then I gracefully dive into the water, and halfway down I will cast
Wild shape.
Wild shape. It's a shark.
Right, I should have druid form.
What sort of shark? A great white?
No hunter shark. Right, let's see if I can work out how to do this. I drag it in the combat tracker, I make it friendly, and I dump it on Bracey, and it should open a window, Bracey. Has it done that?
Nope.
Buggery. Have you got it yet?
No, there's nothing underneath my token either. Oh, there's one. It's just popping up now. It's shocking huge.
Yeah. I've just dumped that token on from the combat tracker.
Like, we're going to need a bigger boat.
We are going to need a bigger boat. So you are here. You are, however, swimming through the water. And you are 250. What's your movement rate for a hunter shark? Right, I've got to be able to do this. How do I do it? I drag it and drop it on picture. Any joy?
I can see a big H.
Yeah. I've turned into a big H now.
Right, so
I've got my token and the.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'll sort that out later on. Right, you can move 40 foot, swim as a hunter shark. Or you can do the dash action, obviously, which will make it 80 foot.
Yeah, I can go straight out and then turn 90 degrees to the left and then hit a side on.
Yeah, well, you are 250 minus 80, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, Yeah, 175 feet away, so you're going to be swimming for a while.
Yeah, no worries.
Rick?
Hello. Right. If I remember rightly, you said they'd moved up another 60 feet, so that should have made them about 100.
Yeah, 100 feet away.
Right. I'm going to change from throwing that to an Eldritch Blast,
Nice.
which is my cantrip, which is better, hopefully.
I believe in you, Rick.
So I will just... is it attack or cast I press? Sorry.
Right, cast should do everything, so it should do their save and all that.
Right.
Okay, so you've hit,
Right,
roll the damage.
4, and then because it's an Eldritch Blast at a higher level, you get another one. That hit.
Right, extremely
damage.
badly damaged. How do you kill Berserker number 5?
Hopefully in a blast of purple energy.
Right, so you just
Yeah,
like
just
blast them
blows.
apart, arms and legs flying in all directions. Yeah, so
And I shout, now they're in range.
there's just a whoomph noise and his head flies off and his arms and legs fly off in all directions. He explodes. Poor Berserker 5. He never even got to ask you a question. Rick, you are
Done.
done. Yeah.
Dusty.
Right. So, in the distance on the island where you see those people, they say the water suddenly boils around them, and two great, almost serpent-like creatures that look to be composed of water burst around them. They start screaming and thrashing and doing bad things, and that's in the wrong place.
Not great.
All right, didn't want to frighten you there. So those are actual size tokens. They burst out of the water. You couldn't see them before because they're in water, and the water itself seems to engulf these people and start killing them. Not nice. Not nice at all.
What are they made of water?
Yeah. New round. Kalash isn't doing anything. Sengo.
Shoot at the Berserker.
Okay. You shoot at Berserker 6. He's 100 foot away, so he's almost within normal range. So you miss. But you do get 2 shots. Oh, no, 1 shot with a crossbow.
Was I still at disadvantage then?
Yes. When he was within 80 feet, you're at normal. And is there anything else you want to do with your bonus action or anything?
Put my middle finger up at him.
Yeah, cool. Right, it's her turn again. Again, she shouts in this guttural language that is actually painful in your ears. The water raises another 20 feet. The water spills onto the street and actually goes knee deep around you.
So head deep around everyone.
Yeah, so Ethel's now like chest deep in it. Right, and need to check if that is an action. Yeah, so the water's like shot up and like the whole water level's just raised up and the streets are now running with water.
That's not right.
It's not great, I'm not going to lie to you.
Right, we need to try it. I'll shout over. If we take her out, it might release the water back.
Wait, hang on though. Is the water like encircling the berserkers because it shouldn't be covering us if the path's still?
Yeah, no. The water is leaving a gap around the berserkers to run at you. It's like this woman has perfectly fine control over the water, so she's leaving herself and the berserkers untouched. You do notice that she has the 3 lightning bolts on. If you would like, if you don't remember, if you want to make a religion check.
Is that just anybody can, or does it have to be someone's turn?
No, anybody can. Oh, cool. I'm just checking what are actions and what are not.
I've got a 17.
It's decent.
We've got a 10. 10's enough. It's only a DC 10. You remember that Andy, is particularly when he was possessed by the spirit of Talos, the 3 lightning bolts are the holy sigil of Talos, the chaotic evil god of storms. This would probably indicate why she has such expert control over both the weather and the water.
Bitch.
Marvellous.
Is this Storm King's Thunder we're playing now, by the way?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, this is Stormlord's Wrath.
Stormlord's Wrath.
Yeah, Stormlord. Talos, the Stormlord. 300 feet. Right, she shouts in this language that is both slimy and it hurts the ears to hear it. Bracy, can you please make a DC 14 charisma saving throw? And I will tell you what she shouts. Bastard, I was really wanting that to work. Right, you feel a shudder of fear run through you, Bracy, but only Bracy.
Uh-oh.
Right, you have the urge to turn and flee away from her as fast as you possibly can, but you grit your many teeth, being a shark, and overcome it. It had a 300 foot range, so I figured, what the hell. But she's not shouting in like a normal language. It's like this awful Cthulhu-y, slimy voice. And it's like deep and growly and booming as if it's coming from not her, but some kind of great sea creature.
Right.
And that's her turn. And it's back to Ethical.
Right, we'll try and have one last pop at...
You're like waist to chest deep in water now, Andy. So it's difficult terrain, so you can still move, but it's going to cost you double movement points.
Right, wait a minute.
Right, Berserker 5 is kaput, so I can get rid of him.
Oh, missed him.
Missed. They're 100 foot away, but I think that's still out of short range, isn't it?
Yep, I was firing with disadvantage.
Right, and now you're turning and moving across the street to the house, yeah?
Yes, dashing if possible.
You can with your bonus action because you've got thingy, so you dash, but only at a reduced speed, but you splodge your way into the house.
Right, because when I get to the doorway, even though it's going to be a bit soggy, I'm going to drop a handful of ball bearings and caltrops in the doorway.
Makes sense.
Just in case.
Berserker 4 runs forward and is now 1, 2, 30. Is now 40 feet away. Berserker 4 is 40 feet away, so I shall put him about there. Berserker 6 also 40 feet away, running towards you.
Right, okay, that's next one.
Dash Alien.
I'll go twang then.
Right, you miss. Right, Rick, I'm gonna move you here just so we have a approximation of where people are.
No problem.
Rick, have you got a shield?
Yes.
Has anybody else got a shield?
Right, you pepper the berserker with arrows, causing some minor wounds. He laughs as he runs at you with a big axe.
Obviously, if you're holding a crossbow, you'd have to put it away.
Yes, I'm using a bow.
Is there anything else you want to do? Dave, is there anything else you want to do with your bonus action or your movement?
Can I move behind Sengar?
Yeah, you can step round Sengel.
How wide's this thing, Rich? The staircase? Is it 2 men wide?
Yeah, so like what, 10 feet?
Rick, how about me and you make a shield wall, like at the top of the thing? You can use you'd still be able to use your sword as normal, and then the berserker should be like at a disadvantage to get into us because we've got a shield wall. It's a defense.
Who are you talking to specifically?
Rick.
Me and you.
Oh, you.
Yes.
You're me, yeah.
What he's on about is you standing like that either side, and then Dave.
Yeah.
And we lock our shields. And we lock our shields together.
Right.
If you do it,
Oh, we can try it.
if you do it at a slight angle, say as we're looking at the map, the right hand side, if you let them up onto the top, Clash and it will be able to get arrows off of them as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay, Dave. It's Dave's turn anyway. Are you finished moving, Dave, after you move behind these two?
Yeah.
Right.
But I've already attacked anyway.
Hunt the shark.
I swim as fast as my little finny fins take me.
Right, okay. Well, I need to work some shit out now then. So,
Dash.
right, you swim, and then all of a sudden, the water around you, it's like hitting some kind of solidified water. It surrounds you and engulfs you. Something rather large has hit you straight on. Right, so you can attack it with your bite, but it is engulfing you. If you imagine a kind of roughly serpentine shape composed of water that is only slightly more. It's like a bit like gelatinous, so that it's got some form and can hurt you. And it's attempting to grab you as you run into it. So you're going to attack it, yeah?
Well, if I can't outswim it, then I'll have to.
You can't outswim it. It's faster than you, by far. Right. So you start biting at this thing. So go for it. Oh no, I've got to do it, haven't I, for the shark? God damn it! Right. You sink your teeth into it. But unfortunately, it seems to only take minor damage.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, you swim 60 feet. It swims faster than that.
I've got. Where is it? Savage Attacker.
Right.
Once per turn, you roll damage for a melee weapon attack. You can. Oh, would it count as a melee attack?
No, it says
With my
weapon. No. Plus, you got a 6 and an 8. You got almost maximum damage. You're only 2 points off maximum with that.
Okay, fair enough.
Right. So, as your bonus action, you can move past it, but it'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
Now I'll just bite the hell out of it.
Okay.
Why don't you try and get away from it by swimming up and then turn into a bird and fly away?
Because you can't go to the next level. Rick, you're up next.
Okay. So am I allowed... Well, I can use a shield one-handed, can't I? And still we're not in. Am I in combat now, or is there still
No,
a gap
he's
He's
between
still
us?
40 feet away.
Right.
Pull your shield out after this
So
action.
you can hold your action. It's a free action to pull a shield out or a weapon, but not both. So you can pull your shield out at any time during your turn, and you won't affect anything.
Okay, well, I'll Eldritch Blast then, and then pull the shield out at the end as an extra.
Okay, they're still actually 40 feet away from you.
That's fine, then I'm still
This
in.
map, we will never do a map like this again, I tell you.
Huh. I know you've enjoyed it. Cast.
Number 4.
That was
misses.
a miss. I'll try again. That was a hit, and that was a pathetic amount of damage. That was force damage, so...
Do minor damage to it.
Yeah, and then I'll pull my shield out. My weapon is magical anyway, so...
Yeah.
There it is. I'll stick it on. Carried.
Right, Creature 1 and Creature 2 are on the island drowning and otherwise murderizing townfolk. You can hear the screams from where you are that are suddenly choked off into bubbles like... Creature 3, however, is attacking the shark. Right, okay, so I need to hit first with this. This is quite an awkward thing. Believe it's missed. Luckily for you, yes. So the waters swirl around you, and you can feel them pulling at your body, but yes.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, but it's staying around you. It's coiling its vaguely serpentine body around your body, and it's a new turn, which means I've been so half a turn. Right, well, in that case, I will let you off with a free turn for that. Kalash is still hiding, and Sengo, he's 40 feet away, running towards you.
What's the whole... AFK.
Okay, away from keyboard.
Keyboard.
Away from Kalash.
Away from Kalash.
Right, so that's... Now I take out my shield.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I already had my shield.
You can't fire a crossbow and hold
Oh,
the
well,
shield.
so all right, I'll tap my shield out.
Okay,
And I'll
that's
just
fine.
take my sword. I'll take my sword out next lesson.
No
Next.
problem. If you get to you,
What's
just
the word?
headbutt him.
No, I've got my shield and me and Rick's locked it, so surely he's going to be at disadvantage there because you cannot get past the shield wall when
Yeah,
two shields in a lock.
I'll allow it. Sure hope nothing happens. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Right. Now that the water is doing that, she moves past the berserkers and starts moving towards you, walking as she goes.
Fuck how far she walked.
But it's just representative. I'm just moving them into the relative positions. With a great cry, the berserkers, as if a signal has happened. Right, she was 250 feet away, so she's moved that far from you. With a big cry, as if the berserkers were waiting for something, they charge. However, next up, the water around your feet surges. I'm going to roll now. 1 to 2 is Sengo, 3 to 4 is Shashelian, 5 to 6 is Rick. Shashelian, did we all say that 3?
No, I didn't. Again.
Right.
Can I use inspiration?
No, to get not attacked. Right, Shash, the water around you surges and literally forms into a column around you, cutting off your air supply and catching you by surprise. Right, what's going to happen now? It's got multi-attack, so that's not good. Right, you need to make a saving throw first, which I'll roll for you. No, if I target you first. Help that, wouldn't it? You succeed. If the saving throw is successful, the target is pushed out of the elemental space. Right, so this thing surrounds you in water, tries to suffocate you, but unfortunately, you manage to break free. You gasp for air, and then it just does a simple slam attack as the water crashes into you, hitting and doing a minor amount of damage, but it's pushed you back. The water itself has come alive, and bad things are about to happen. Okay. Etigal, you've just made the doorway and ducked around the corner. You see the surge of water surround Shash. This column of water surrounds him, and he bursts out of it, coughing and spluttering and gasping for breath. Rick and Sengo are forming a shield wall at the top of the stairs. What would you like to do?
Right.
You can make a stealth attack because you ducked around the corner last turn.
BTK.
She's out, by the way, so you could stealth attack her.
He can't. He's moved back to the house. He can't see down that far. She's still down on the docks.
Who or what can I see from here?
From here, you can see, you can't see the berserkers because they're down. The streets are now running sort of chest deep to you, and there's a great shackle water elemental in front of you trying to suffocate Davy.
Wait, I'll not be long. I'll be back in a minute.
A water elemental. Right, this is asking for trouble.
Isn't it?
Yeah, but this may well be asking for trouble, but we'll try it anyway.
I believe in you, Andy.
I don't.
You hit with a firebolt. There's a hiss in part of the water, evaporates into steam, doing 4 damage. Right, a very small part of the elemental turns into steam. You could probably make a cup of tea out of it. And for your bonus action, I assume you're going to hide again.
Oh, hell aye.
So make a stealth roll, please.
Preferably upstairs if there are any.
You can certainly find some stairs, yeah. You get a 19. And is that your turn?
Pretty much, yep.
Right. With a great cry, the 3 berserkers that were protecting the priestess, as if they were waiting for something, suddenly all spring to action and start running at breakneck speed toward you all. So,
Right.
I need to...
Give us a second.
You were 250 away, so that's 10, 30. Yes, they are now closing on you. The priest is just calmly walking towards you without a care in the world. Percy's been strangled by some other kind of water elementally creature, but different from that one. Right. Berserker 4 runs at you.
Can I see the woman now? Can I?
No, because you're standing back and Rick and Sengo are in the way at the top of the stairs. Also, you're standing right next to a water elemental that's trying to drown you, just so you know.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to put my bow away and get my sword and shield out then.
Right, so this turn you pull your sword and you take a swing at it, presumably.
Yeah.
Target that bad boy. And it's actually wounded. Do you get Hunter's Prey bonus with the sword? Right, so because of Andy's 4 points of firebolt damage, you actually get to do your extra D8 damage. So you pull your sword this round and you start hacking away at it. Go on.
I realise I'm going to miss, though.
Are you Hunter's marking it with your bonus action first, Dave? Or are you just swinging at it?
Yeah, the hunter's mark's already up on it, man.
Nice. Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Right, with a startled cry, Shashalian, Coughlin, spluttering, swings his sword. Well, when he targets the water elemental.
I'm trying to find the... seems that my longsword doesn't have a hunter's prey thing next, or does.
Yeah, right. So you swing. Swing for it. Oh, crit. Nice. Roll that bad boy damage. Right, with a mighty swing. Oh, it's partially resisted. Craig, whatever you're doing, mute your mic. With a mighty swing,
I'm not dead, I'm just breathing.
Your sword sinks deeply into it, but sadly, because it's composed of living water, it does not perform as much damage as you wish. And are you having another swing?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear us breathing heavy like or something?
It's crackling as if you're like opening a sweet or something.
No, mate.
Right, go on, Dave. Hit 2 hits in a round, Dave. it's the round of Shash.
It's the new Dave.
It's the new Dave. Right.
How Dave got his
Again,
groove back.
you slash at the elemental, doing extra damage. It doesn't seem to have caused quite a lot, unfortunately. Hunter Shark, what are you doing? Are you going to continue to bite at it?
Run away, run away.
Well, a lot of damage.
Will come out and backstab it.
You can disengage and swim 40 feet, or you can take an opportunity attack and swim 80 feet.
Will I?
Hang
Will
on, can you mute? Well, I can't. There you go.
Am I? How far away am I? Hang on, let's see.
How far away? Don't look at that map. I've got my little fucking check marks here. Right, Bracy, you'd moved 40 feet last round. So you're 40 feet from the edge of the thing where you jumped off.
No, I'm still not going to be able to reach the caster in this turn, am I?
No. She is about 150 foot from you.
She's moved further away from you, really, as well. I think you need to get back because we need some proper, good spells from you.
Well, let him do his shit.
Is the water, see those 2 buildings that I'm right beside? Is the water over the roofs or not?
No. The taller of the 2, which is the easternmost 2, where the window in the roof is, the water sort of halfway up that window.
Could I reach the top of that roof in this turn?
I'm going to say yes, if this thing doesn't grapple you, because you can feel its serpentine watery form wrapping around you.
Right. I will disengage and try and get to the roof, because I want to try something stupid but heroic.
It's not run across the roof and then turn back into a shark, is it?
No.
Right. So you disengage and you move 40 feet and you approach the roof.
Or like a seagull.
Okay. All right. The creature follows you, luckily, but you can't. As soon as you get out of melee range with it, you can no longer see it. You can't even sense it because Your shark senses can't pick it up.
That's all right. Because I'm gonna when I get to the second roof, I'm gonna come back into druid form, and then from that height I should be able to see this caster, and I'm just gonna basically drop call lightning on her.
Sounds awesome. You do that, mate. Bearing in mind what I've told you about it.
She's got control of lightning. You'd be better off with Moonbeam.
Right.
Possibly.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Rick.
Water range.
Rick.
Yep.
It's your turn.
Okay.
If you've got any big spells, now would be the time to use them.
No, because I only have cantrips now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, is he engaged now, or is it still the 40 feet away?
no, he is 10 feet from you.
10 feet.
Coming in for an attack.
10 feet is still fine. I will still do Eldritch Blast, I think. I'm still on that particular one, so let's cast it. That hit.
Nice.
Let's damage it. That was awful. Let's cast it again.
Pew, pew. Lizard beam shit out of Rick's arms.
Pew, 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 pew,
That's
pew.
a little bit better damage.
Bit better. He's wounded now. His purple energy seems to have sapped his strength. Right. Unidentified creature 1 continues to eat people. Two of the villagers are now dead and have fallen slumped onto the island from those 2 creatures which are destroying them. Right. Creature 3 approaches you at incredible speed. Where are you exactly now, Bracey?
I am trying to get on top of the second roof.
So have you changed out of shark form or not?
Have I reached it yet?
Roll a d20. On an 11 or more, you've reached the roof. Yes, you've reached the roof.
He's just sort of like flapping about on his gills. Like,
So have you turned back into Wee Rab McTavish now? Or are you still a shark that is just lying on top of a roof flapping about?
No, I'll have changed back.
So you're on the roof, next to the water, in druid form.
Well,
Yes?
if I leave it till next turn and stay as a shark, can I come out and change as a bonus action and attack as the druid or not?
Yes, you can do a normal attack. You use your bonus action first to change back into a druid, and then you hit it with a stick, effectively.
Right. In that case, I'll stay as a shark, because obviously this thing, if I was a normal druid, it's going to try and drown us. So,
Yeah. I mean, I almost feel kind of bad for you, to be fair. Right.
I was going to say, it seems to be like very heavily weighted against us, this one, I have to say.
There's a lot of nastiness all at once.
There was, wasn't there?
Yeah.
For some reason. Rick's gone, Wee Rabs. Creature 3 tries to grab you. It skipped him for some reason. He appears out of the water right next to you. Right, the serpentine form curls out of the water, but the tail end remains in the water. And as soon as it appears out of the water, you can see it again. Crits.
Oh, fucking hell.
Shit, this is not good. Right, you take heavy damage. Do you get a saving throw against this? Right, I need you to make a DC 13 strength saving throw. Crap. Right, the water constricts around you and pulls you back into the water, and you are grappled and restrained. Right, now it's the new turn.
Clash come out and backstab.
Kalash.
Right, can he make it to this war element?
I'm going to say yes.
Right, so he's going to make it out. Let's just change order. He's going to make it out, and he's going to attack this war elemental. Or water elemental. Let's just get these.
With surprise.
Yes, with surprise.
with
How do I
advantage.
do that? Is it the short sword snake attack?
Click the advantage, yeah, and then roll a short sword sneak attack. It's there's quite a serious hit, but again, because of the water elemental's nature,
Then he hides.
and then he hides, but he dies under the water or whatever. Okay, cool.
Right, so do I need to roll a...
You need to roll a stealth check, yeah, in case something tries to
Where
attack you.
is that again? Abilities.
Abilities, yeah.
In skills.
Oh, do the next.
He's like walking back like John Cena, like, fucking yes, you can't see me.
He hides. Right.
Who hit you? Who hit you? Brah, brah, brah.
Sengo, it's your turn. You can get all sorted and go.
Yep, I'm going to draw my sword out, my magical sword. However, I'm 10 meters away around us, so can I hold my action until it hits our shield?
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Or you can attack the elemental.
No, I'm going to hold my action until this berserker hits
All
us.
right. Is there any other actions you want to?
Focus on the elemental.
Well, you'd be more worried if 6 barbarians get through as well.
Right,
and the
she
shield was blocking.
again walks casually, calmly, almost like collected towards you. Doing another 1, 2, 3. She's now 185 feet away. I don't think our spells are in range yet. No.
But good, luckily.
Yeah.
So this could have been worse.
You're not in range of our direct spells yet. You're only suffering the indirect problem. Right, that's the end of our turn. Water Elemental Dave tries to whelm you again. You succeed. You don't take the damage. And then it does a slam attack on you. It hits. Wow, rolling double ones as the water gently laps against your face. It's a turn. Etigal.
Right.
It almost caresses your cheek, Dave, as the water gently laps against you lovingly.
Let's have a look, say. Now, I had it targeted. What happened?
The fire elemental.
Yeah, I doubt that hit anyway.
The water elemental. Yeah, it missed.
Right, and I shall, no doubt, have to hide again by ducking back round the door frame.
Yeah. Right, Berserker 1 closes with you. Charging. I have so many pieces of paper and tick boxes. You would not even believe it. 10, 20, 60, 100, and he's 130 feet away, as is Berserker 2 and 3. They run towards you. Berserker 4 finally closes into melee range. So you can take your attack action first, Senor. So
What?
Berserker 4 runs into melee range. You were holding your attack.
So he sort of like slammed into the shield wall, has
He
he?
slams into the shield wall.
So I'm gonna sort of like
Four-
from behind me shield I've got.
4 is going for Rick, 6 is going for you. Because remember, these are 2 people wide. But 4's been shot with his purple ray, so he's not happy with him.
But in a shield wall, Rick, what you would do is you wouldn't attack the person directly next to you. You would attack from a diagonal blow. Then you got
He runs
more
over and lashes Rick over the head with a double-handed axe. So you can attack whoever you want.
I'm gonna pierce through with my sword.
Yeah, go on.
And I'm just trying to find the ones. I'm sorry. Am I target number 4, Rich? Aye. Right, we'll try that again.
Right, you hit doing 11 damage. Quite a serious cut across him, but he doesn't seem to know.
And I try again. Another one.
Right, why did you roll 3 times?
Because I got 3.
You were holding your action, remember? You only get the attack action. You don't get your berserker
Oh, sorry.
action.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So
I was right, I have 2 turns.
finally, Rick, he swings at you. He swings. He's like, after all this running, he's out of breath. He's red in the face. He's like,
Does he hit?
right, I'm going to give him disadvantage, but he's also reckless attacking, so it's a straight roll, which means when you attack him, you get advantage to attack him.
Ooh.
So,
He misses.
did I not give advantage there then?
No, you were doing a held action. He hadn't actually done his reckless attack. Berserker 6 recklessly attacks you, because that's what they do. So he's at advantage and disadvantage for the shield wall, so it's just a straight roll.
Just a normal roll, eh? Miss.
Yeah, miss.
See, Rick, shield wall. I learnt about it as being a historian.
So, you guys both have advantage on attacking these guys because they're just doing full-out reckless attacks.
Do they take... Sorry, Rich, do they take half damage like I do because they're raging or they're not raging?
You don't know.
Right, okay.
You know that just know they're doing reckless attacks.
They probably will from basic weapons at least, like, because it's piercing and slashing and bludgeoning, isn't it?
Josh, you pulled your shield out, equip your shield. What are you doing against this?
I'm going to have the attempt to hit it with my longsword at least, a couple of times.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, God. How many ones,
There's a lot of
man?
ones this game.
Right, he finally hits with the second hit. Nice, you're wearing it down. It looks moderately wounded. Yeah, moderately wounded. The thing is right. Next up, we have a bonus action for Shash or a movement.
No, I can't back up, can I?
No. Right, Hunter Shark, Druid, you've been dragged back into the water, and this thing has surrounded you. You are restrained and grappled.
Is a way I can try and get out of that?
Yes, there is. You can thrash about. Let me have a look at.
Could you not turn into a smaller fish?
Grappled, your speed becomes naught, and you can't benefit from any bonus to speed. It ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach. So, restrained, your speed is 0. Attack rolls of advantage, the creature's attack rolls of disadvantage. So you're at disadvantage to attack, and you're at advantage to be attacked. You can make a grapple check, which is a straight strength roll.
Turn into a smaller fish.
And get squished.
Swimming.
Right. So, if you want to try and break free, you can make a strength strength athletics check to break the grapple.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, thing is, even if I break free and head towards you, because you're in water, I'm just going to be dragging another bloody elemental on top of your centre.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll. All I need to get away is for one turn. Okay, yeah, I'll try and disengage.
Right, no, you're trying to break grapple. 20. Oh, wow. Excellent. I did not get a natural 20. I only got a 19. So you managed to break free, which is excellent news for you. And then what do?
I'll head back over to the roof of the second building as fast as I can.
And then you jump onto the roof of the building.
I feel as though you haven't learned a lesson.
Right, so you swim 40 feet, you break free of the grapple, you swim 40 feet, jump out of the water, landing on the roof on the dry bit. Is that correct?
Yep. Right. Let's see, what actions have I got left? Have I just got a bonus action left?
You're still a shark, so you land on the roof and go flip.
Well, I'm saying, if I go back to human, have I got any actions left?
No, if you use your bonus action to transform.
I wouldn't transform Bracy in case it
I'll actually, what I'll do is, I'll flop just over the other side of the roof, out of line of sight. Hopefully, he might not see when I've gone.
That is the worst. I'm fucking as DM. That is the worst fucking plan ever, and you're going to get yourself killed. This creature is made of water. As soon as you break from melee range, you can't see them anymore. You've noticed.
Yeah, but can he see me?
So I'm not going to tell you. I'm just saying that this.
I know, but all right. I'm running through my head. If I go back on to where the other guys are, I'm potentially dragging another pretty massive elemental into the fight with. So,
Are you going to be Operation Sacrificial Lamb?
Right. All right. Because this thing is from faster than me, can't it?
Yeah.
So, well, even if I go towards.
But you are on the dry land. Basically,
right.
do you stay shark and start drowning? Or do you turn into a hobbit?
I'll turn back into a hobbit.
Right. Oh, you're saying hobbit? Naughty.
Oh, right. Okay, we'll get rid of the shark because Bracy's now a hobbit.
The Tolkien estate.
I mean, you could have changed straight into a bear if you wanted.
Bears don't swim well. Oh, no, they do.
Right, that's the end of your turn. Rick, you have advantage attacking that fella. He's attacking you and they're beating themselves against the shield wall.
And they're knackered as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been running quite a while.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, Rick? What are you going to do?
Right, so would you prefer I attacked the one in front of you? Did you say,
Well, I mean, if
Sengo?
You don't have to.
Strictly speaking, it's not going to bother. It's not going to matter.
You should have watched that video. You need to focus damage and kill a target a time.
Yeah, that's fine. It was just with the shield wall idea, but no. Right, no, I will
We'll just bend
attack.
the shield walls.
I will attack the one straight in front of me with my battle axe with advantage.
You will.
I know it's with advantage because you said I got advantage because of reckless attack.
Don't forget to click advantage.
I have.
Nice. It's a solid hit on the berserker.
Oh, that didn't.
What does that magical thing do? Does it have any magical abilities against these?
No, not
5
particularly.
damage.
I'm afraid not.
5.
Yeah.
You hit him with a battle axe. He goes, "Ow, that's not an axe." He says, wielding his great axe, "This is an axe."
Well, I do get to do it again because I get 2 because of thirsting blade.
Nice.
So
First,
will this have advantage as well?
Yeah, because he's doing reckless attacks. He's putting himself at disadvantage. Another good hit.
That's a little bit better damage.
It is a little bit better. He is heavily wounded. Creature 1 killing, and creature 2 also killing. Creature 3 appears out of the water like a great serpent bracy. You madly scramble back, and it literally slaps wetly just at the edge of your toes, unable to reach you from that side. And then it does look like it's trying to move around the other side to get to you, but like you're just out of range of its attack.
Oh, well played.
Right.
I take back my laughter.
It can't do anything to you, and it's unlike the other one, the water elemental. It seems to be moving around in the water. The water elemental seems to be a separate entity, whereas this thing seems to be made up of actual water. Kalash is turn. Oh no, the water elemental. Why does it skip the water elemental? I need to beat Davey so bad. Right, Kalash's turn again. Is he going to leap out and do another stealth attack?
Yes.
I'm going to roll the water elemental to see if he's seen him with its enormous
He's got a big 20.
Yeah, got a 30. So he can use his advantage stealth attack on it.
Oh, sorry, I'm just humble.
Right, so Bracer, you reckon by scrambling around in the centre of the room, in the centre of the roof, you can just stay out of range of this thing.
Okay.
But how much?
Oh, look at the damage he did.
26.
Partially resistant, no?
Yeah, but the
Does he get?
the thing is now starting to look quite badly wounded, as in bits of it are losing cohesion and like sploosing back in the water, and then it's having to suck more water back up. It looks like it's starting to lose cohesion again. And is he going to do the hide thing?
He's going to do the hide thing.
Okie doke. It is going to attack him if it can see him. So you duck back in the doorway, basically. Right, you get a 21. So this thing's going to crash through the doorway into the room where Kalash and Etigal are.
I'm upstairs.
Yes, upstairs. Sengo.
Again, attack.
Now you can have 3 attacks. You're at advantage.
Yes.
And you're targeting Rick, so you're going to beat the crap out of
I'd
Rick.
rather he didn't.
Sorry.
You'll get an opportunity attack at that elemental that's gone into the door.
It hasn't gone yet. You will do when it moves. Right, I'll clear your target. Start again.
No, I've targeted it, haven't I?
You're targeting 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there you are. You're done. Time to let loose, sir, with your 12 damage. It's a good cut. He's heavily wounded. You hit again. And how did you kill this one?
Poked my sword straight through its face. Pull it out and then turn my attention to this guy.
He
number
roars
6.
at you, and as he roars, you jam your sword straight down his throat. It comes out through the back of his head, knocking his helmet off, and he gurgles and collapses to the ground. And you're just doing normal attacks, yeah?
Yeah, because I've got my shield.
Right, yeah.
That should have been on number 6. I thought I targeted it. I had them both targeted though, sorry.
Yeah, so 6.
So is that 13 damage on him? Nice.
Berserker 4 is kaput. Berserker 6 has taken 13 damage, yes. And that ends your turn, I believe, sir?
Yes.
Right, creature 1. She slowly walks down the dock as if she owns the place.
She's like, this is my
1,
dock, bitches.
2, 3. Oh, she's almost in spell range. And then shit's going to get real. Water elemental. Recharge 4+ whelm. It can't whelm all the time. Right, so the water elemental crashes into the building in a rage because it's taking so much damage. Dave, you can make an attack of opportunity, and it's going to try and find Earl, which you get a 15.
Oosh.
Right, you slash into it. Again, it looks... the thing has filled the doorway, and it's pouring into the room. What's Earl going to do? Because he's going to get trapped in this room with it unless he runs upstairs with Erigal.
Can he stealthily run up this room with Erigal?
Well, he hasn't seen him yet, so he can like burst into a run and like run up the stairs as the thing crashes against the banister and like flows through and reforms on the other side.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Does he need to roll a stealth or not?
No, because he's basically just making a break for it. He can't.
Right.
It's not his turn yet, but that's what's happened. So it wants to attack him, but it can't find him, so it's trying its best.
Bless it.
Etigal. Right, you hear an awful crashing, a thundering crashing of water, and as Kalash starts sploshing towards you at a great rate of knots, as this thing comes in and sweeps through the room, destroying everything in its path. Tables.
Right. I shall splosh over to the window on the backside of this building and hold my action at that point.
Okay.
Anything comes up them stairs, I'm out the window.
Seems sensible, I guess.
Can he not get a shot off from the woman? Can he see the woman? Because he's at the high ground now, isn't he?
Yeah, probably you can, yeah.
Do you not want to fire something off at her? You've got surprise and all.
Oh, well, if I can say her, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this an advantage or sneaking or anything?
Yeah, you can have advantage at it, because it's... But
it's gotta be
again, it's
snake
long
as well,
range.
isn't it?
Craig, hang on, man.
So that cancels it out, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's just a normal hit. So you can target her and fire as a normal hit.
Right. And it's a snake attack, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'll let you have a sneak attack. Why the hell not? Nice. He shoots, he scores. Lots of dice, please. 23 damage. It's a bad hit. The arrow sticks in her shoulder and she howls in pain and looks extremely angry about it.
Oh, I hide.
I'm sure you do.
Damn, I nearly bloody forgot that.
You duck behind the windowsill, basically.
Yep.
Only getting a 30. I'm going to write that down, 13. That's not hard. Right, so the water elemental is set in furious at Earl and is trying to kill him. Right, Berserkers 1, 2, and 3 are running ahead now.
There's a lot of nasties to try and get rid of.
Slowly picking up speed.
They've got to get past each other, though, remember, Darren.
Right,
Yeah,
right, they're 75 foot away, so they're in reasonable range, but they are getting closer. They're going to reach you in a couple of rounds. And Berserker 6, he makes an attack, a reckless attack at you again, giving him advantage and a disadvantage for your shield wall formation. Going to allow it. Takes a swing. Misses. Sheshelian, right, the water elemental has crashed into the house and disengaged from you and is attempting to rip Earl into several million pieces.
Shashi will be able to see the woman now.
I say the woman now then.
Yeah, you can say the woman. Right, okay. You're targeting both of them things again. Yeah, target the woman. What do you do now?
I shall drop my sword and shield, whip my bow out, and let her have the good news.
Nice.
Or the bad news, depending on where
placed. Yes.
Right, you hit. Ooh, twang, the outer sphinx deep. She's heavily wounded now.
And I'll give her a one.
You're loose with the second one. Loose?
Yes.
Great, nice.
That's very good.
That is a whole load of damage. She is extremely heavily injured, so 2 arrows stick into her either side of her chest, and she's breathing heavily and blood's sort of pouring out of her. Nice, Dave. All right, we Rab Mick. Oh shit! You're on this roof. You're doing your best. This thing keeps coming out, and like water just splashes against the thing. You figured out that if you stay roughly in the middle and keep dodging backwards, it just can't reach you. It can't seem to get out of the water.
Right. From being in the middle of the roof, can I get line of sight on Bitchface?
No, because she's the other side of the building, and the water's like up.
Right. Can I? God.
You can get line of sight on the Berserker that's fighting single.
Okay, I'll fire off a moonbeam at him.
If you're on the next roof along, you'd be able to say.
Well, I know. I thought I was on that one because that's the first one where I said I was going to go.
It was on the second one.
Then I did. Then I thought I got pulled back in the water in between both roofs.
But there's a wall of water between you.
Remember, you're not looking at the scale. You'd come off here and gone round the side of the building like this. It'd hit you there. So because the scale's not right, you went for the closest roof, which was that one.
All right. Okay, that's fair enough.
I was just confused. Doesn't take much.
The scale is a little off. So are you moonbeaming Berserker 6, or are you moonbeaming unidentified creature?
I'm just wondering if I could cast Minor Illusion on it, create a sound or an image. If I create like a big sound behind it, if it might turn around and look at it, given there's a chance. I'll give you a
freebie. No.
Okay, fair enough.
It's an elemental creature. It's not that smart. They seem to be following orders.
All right. In that case, can I actually get a moonbeam off at this creature?
Yeah, I will allow it because it's invisible when it's in the water away from you, but it keeps trying to get you over the roof. Like
I think Sengo and Rick will be able to handle this one Berserker for this round by themselves, and then I can always shift the moonbeam if it looks like things are going bad with the other two Berserkers. So.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
Okay, I'll fire off a moonbeam at the creature.
Right.
And I'm going to cast it at level 3 because I've got 2 spell slots left in that one.
Christ. It'll do an extra D8 damage or something then, doesn't it? You don't know that.
You're looking at it now. An extra 1d10.
Okay.
That'll be 3d10.
Right, roll your damage.
And there'll be an extra d10.
Right, so 7, so it takes half damage. So it takes 3. I wonder if I drag that on, whether it'll automatically half it. Find out. The worst that can happen is you get a 3.
I did say a half there, look, Rich. Damage 4 to identify
he's
creature
cast
half.
it at a higher level, so he's getting an extra D10. I don't know whether it's going to half or not. We'll find out. No, oh well, you got an extra 3 points of damage.
Woohoo!
Right. This thing boils away under the force of the beam, and as you look at it, it seems to have taken a lot more damage a lot quicker than the actual water elemental. Right. And are you doing anything else with your bonus action?
Another way.
Keeping out of the way.
Actually, no, I will pop out, if I'm allowed, a portion of healing and neck that.
No, it's a full action to drink it.
Okay, I won't bother them. I'll just keep it at the road.
You I've cast a spell so you can't heal him word or anything. Right, Rick, me old sausage. Rick, I know you can hear me. Rick's had a sneaky AFK, I think. Right, we'll come back.
Oh, hello. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah,
Hello.
on the wine there. Right, it's your turn.
No. Right.
That berserker is fighting single, but he's close enough for you to hit as well.
Yep. I will just do that with my battle
Advantage.
axe.
They seem to be all fired up. They're covered in lightning bolt sigils, and they're taking wild swings.
That hit.
Nice.
That was rubbish damage. So I'll roar and roll again, which I need to click that advantage again for that. Should hit. And some more damage. A little bit more damage. There we go.
Nice. So you cut and slash at this berserker. His wounds don't seem to slow them down any. Right, unified. Right, the creatures on the island seem to have finished killing all of the townsfolk and disappear into the water, and you can't see them anymore.
Oops.
Creature 3 thrashes about but can't get at you. Fortunately, it's Kalash's turn. Is he running up the stairs?
Isn't he? I thought he was at the top of the stairs now. Didn't he get?
No, he'd hidden in the room. The elemental had come in but couldn't see him immediately, so now he can hold his ground or he can run like buggery.
Up the stairs.
Yeah. Shall I just attack it? Or what do you think? Or shall I stick to Kalash and run?
You could get a sneak attack.
Could I not hit it then run? Aye.
Yeah, you can. So you can leap out and slash at it with your short sword, stab it.
It's advantage as well, aye.
Yeah.
Hits.
Right. As you try to leg it, it gets a free slam attack upon the lash. Slams, it hits, doing a minor wound. He runs up the stairs and it crashes into him and it knocks him against the back wall, but then he staggers up. Andy, you see Lash thrown against the wall and he runs up into the top level, dripping wet.
But is he hidden?
No, you can't just hide in the middle of the room. You've got to
No, is there no hide behind?
No, he's just run up the stairs.
Right.
So he runs up the stairs. Sengo, it's your turn again. You're at advantage for attacking the berserker.
Attacking berserker sucks. Again, I'll roll it again because I've got advantage.
That's better.
And so I'll clear advantages. And that's me. And then I hold my shield wall and I'm like, grrr, motherfucker. What the fuck is this? Oh my god.
I'm just setting that up. That is the storm that was overhead. Lightning starts to crash and rain down about you. Brissig, you recognise this as it looks like the beginning of that lightning storm spell. Right, have you savagely attacked this berserker until he's dead yet, Brig? You have done 3 attacks, is that correct?
I think so.
Brig? I can see you transmitting, but we can't hear you. And
I think he's just gone off.
I think he has. He's bottled it. Right, okay, so I believe I can only attack one of you.
Who's bottled what?
You disappeared.
Oh,
right, I can only attack one of you. So again, I'm going to roll. Again, 1 to 2. Craig, 3 to 4, Shashelian, 5 to 6, Rick. Shashelian.
Unlucky.
Right, Dave, because lightning is striking down into the water all around you now. Bless you, Dave. Bless you. So she targets you with this first bolt. Don't worry, she'll switch to one of the others and does a call lightning down upon you. Right, you take 19 points of lightning damage and are heavily injured as all of Dave's teeth light up and his hair stands on end.
But you could probably take her on your next turn though, Dave. Look at her.
And
only if I hit her.
Yeah, you've got 3 chances, or 2.
I haven't got any bonus actions. I've just got like nasty actions.
Fuck, I'm glad.
I know, but I'd like to be able to do something else than just electrocute Dave, the poor fella.
You sadist.
Anything.
Fireball as well.
She seems to be doing the storm rather than water elemental cannot use its whelm. It runs up you see this creature made of living water come flying up the stairs, Andy, and crashes into Kalash. Unfortunately, for the water elemental, I keep saying fire elemental. Unfortunately, the water elemental can only slam him. He can't try and drown him, but he smashes into him, doing a further 16 damage, and throws him across the room, like comically across the room, and he slams into the wall next to you, Andy, where you stand there open mouthed like a gog. Right. A gog, Etigal, you're standing next to the window. Kalash has crashed into the windowsill behind you.
If I swung round here, because technically I must be behind this water elemental now.
No, it's come up the stairs. You're at the back of the room next to the window, and it's through well against the window next to you, so it's on the other side of the room coming towards you, up from the direction of the stairs.
Right. In that case, I'm probably out the window and shinning down the drain pipe.
Right, so you jump out of the window, make an athletics check.
Yes, what you mean is fail an athletics check.
Or an acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
I can't remember which one's which. Hang on, what do I get the best bonus at?
I believe Kalash has that thief thing, uncanny dodge, where you can uncanny dodge against an attack and take half damage. Just so you know.
Hang on. I've got that as well.
Yeah, so if you and Kalash go head to head with it, it's heavily wounded. Bits of its watery structure keep collapsing onto the ground, and it's having to suck more of the water back into itself as like it sort of writhes and it sort of melts even.
Right, so would I be able to sneak attack it at all or not?
Yes, if you stand next to Kalash, remember you can just... You can sneak attack just in combat, so you can just stab it.
Right.
And you'll get... If you two standing next to each other, you can just constantly do sneak attacks and then use your uncanny dodge to take half damage.
Right, well, we might as well do that then. So
Unless Kalash then jumps out of the window and leaves you to fight the elemental.
Well, yeah. Well, I better grab me short sword and have at it then.
You hit? Well, your sneak attack damage. It's loads of damage. Right. You'll notice that your short sword actually does full damage to it.
Oh.
And it's very badly injured now.
That's nifty.
Do you know what your short sword is? Is it? It's got magic.
Magical. It's magical, is what it is.
Do we know what type of magic?
No, it's just magic. You weren't attacking the water elemental, though. You were attacking something else.
No, I wasn't. I was just curious. If
right.
It was
And is that the end of your turn?
It'll have to be.
Come on, bugger. Yeah. So you're saving your reaction to get the thingy. Berserker 1. My God, I've got to do math. More math. La 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 la. Right. They are 70 feet away. They're now 10 feet from you, those other three. So 1, 2, and 3 are now 10 feet from you, approaching, going, running up the stairs, waving their little...
Can they only attack time?
They can only attack you 2 at a time, on the stairs. That seems to be working. Champion. Berserker 6 is going to take a reckless attack against you. Misses. Bang at the staff. Shash alien. You stand there. Your hair stands on end. Your teeth glow in that way in movies where...
like fucking... like the dog out of Back to the Future.
Yeah. Morty! What do you do, Shash?
I'll shoot the bitch.
Yeah. You hit. Oh, you seem to have put her down, Dave. How do you kill this woman?
Oh.
Straight through between the eyes.
Right, so the thunk, the arrow buries itself shaft deep, so only the feathers protrude from her forehead. And she falls dead on the floor.
Are you laughing at Shaft Deep?
He is indeed laughing at shaft deep.
That's funny.
Chef.
I need the nearest barbarian next then.
Boom, she goes down. Right, the water that it's raised just turns into normal water, so it goes sploosh and levels out, but there's still water everywhere and it's still in the streets. But it's not like... So now the berserkers are partly covered in water, so they're moving through difficult ground as well. So their speed is halved, but luckily... And they shout, "No, you've taken our priestess down, you sons of bitches."
The barbarian, that's what Fengar then.
Yeah, you can shoot him. Nice. It's called coming up Dave's.
Oh, he was even mid sword.
Yeah, so you do quite a heavy amount of damage to him. He howls in pain. He's like, "I'm going to kill you." Wait, Rob McTavish, are you still moonbeaming?
Yes. Is this creature still up, or has it vanished with the water's
it hasn't vanished. It's still disappearing into the water, so you can't see it, and then rearing up.
Oh, well, I'll keep moonbeam focused on it then.
Yeah.
Just damage, isn't it?
You have to. I think it gets a save every time you do damage, so you'll have to do the cast on it again. It fails, so it'll take full damage. Right, you do 18 points of radiant damage. Sizzles. Quite a lot of it is now burned away. Good. Anything else you want to do? You done?
I'll just keep focused on this creature.
Okay, Rick. The water level's now dropped. Because she was artificially holding it up in the air, and it's now starting to sort of drain away.
Right.
So it's not like up in big walls of water now, but
Yeah.
the water is still everywhere.
And I'm still in. There's a lot of these barbarians still near me.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Have they been reckless attacking?
And that lightning storm has disappeared. They're completely reckless attacking.
Okay. So there's one closest to me, which I did not click on there, did I? That should have targeted it.
No, yeah.
Now I've targeted it. I hope.
Yeah.
I shall battle axe.
You battle axe him. Nice, crit.
Ooh. That's double damage, isn't it?
It'll automatically do it. Just roll it and it'll do the damage double. Wow.
Well, it would have been if it had been a nice roll.
With a mighty swing, at the last second, you do a tiny hit. The guy's heavily injured, but he's just looks at the puniness of this blow that has gotten under his guard, completely flummoxed him, and he just sort of looks as there's a tiny nick in his ribs.
What was that? I'll try again. Right, and then, I did
hits again.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
That's much better. He's extremely badly wounded. He's bleeding from several wounds now. He looks like he's on his last legs. Right, go. Right, 1, 2. Right, creature 3 disappears, Bruce, from yours. Kalash, standing shoulder to shoulder with Etigal, facing off against a water elemental.
And he's got the sneak attack again, hasn't he?
He can do the sneak attack, right, with his short sword, because him and Etigal are standing arm in arm effectively. He hits and slices through it. More water pours away from this thing, but how much damage it's taken is horrendous.
Right, so what do I need to do to make sure that Etigal gets his turn? What's it, something dodge?
No, it's only if you take damage. You take you just say, I'm going to use my reaction, and you take half damage. Sengo, it's your turn.
Right, target number 6.
It's a good hit. And how do you take out number 6?
Sort of like lash down into its neck, sort of like it's only its head sort of like just holding on by like skin, not quite through, so its head just sort of like sags off, and it can see its mates behind it, and it's like trying to say like fuck.
Nice. One dead berserker. Right, so
which puts the shits right up its mates.
We can more or less put them like that. There's one next. One's moving it, Rick. One's moving it face here. The other one's behind.
Right. So can I attack him?
Yeah. If you have attacks left, yes. I just doing.
Just remind us. How many attacks have I just had? Just one.
Yes.
Right. So I was thinking, and I had 2, but I've just remembered I did Kalash, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I do the same with him. Shit, should be advantage. I'll just have the 19.
That's bigger, yeah.
Then I've got another one. Thanks.
I'll just have the 25. And it's a crit. Of course, it's a crit. Sengo's crit mad. Right. A light slash across the chest and then a big, heavy overhead swing as you bring it down. You bring the pain.
There's been loads of 20s tonight, haven't there?
Yeah, there's been so much 20s. Right. Water elemental. Right, Andy. 1 to 3 is Kalash. 4 to 6 is you. Oh, god damn. Its whelm hasn't recharged again, but it slams into Kalash and misses. You useless fucking water elemental.
Not so clever.
It's at this point. It's normally when it started, it was more or less a humanoid shape, as you can see in the thing. But at this point, it's sort of flowing, and it's more just like a wave, as it seems to be losing its ability to pull itself together. Etigal.
Oh, I think I might have to sneak attack it.
Yeah, would you reckon? Like bring it, lads. The 2 rogues are just like stabby.
No advantage to this, is there?
No, just a normal roll though.
You cannot blame a bloke for trying. Right.
You need one of those t-shirts that says, "Can I have advantage because it's a hit?"
Because it's a hit.
Yeah. Right, Andy, how do you kill this water elemental? Yeah, because Andy's got them gauntlets on, remember. That's why his hits and damage is crazy. Right, so how do you disperse this water elemental?
Well, I go at it with the short sword, and just to make Kalash happy, I carve a letter Z into it.
Right, so you
chop it into 3 pieces.
You carve the letter Z into it, and the water holds form for just a second, and sort of as it goes sploosh onto the floor, there's just the after image of the Z hangs in your vision, and then the whole thing just goes whoosh, and just dissolves into water around it. Yep. That'll do for me. Berserker 1. Hurrah! Reckless attack upon Sengo.
Yes.
It is a miss. Why are you so hard? Why are you so hard?
Shield 1. Told you before.
And I'll make sure things are targeted. Berserker 2. 2 is on Rick. Yeah. Reckless attack upon you, Rick. Critical hit. Oh no! Right, a great overhand slash. It batters your shield aside with the force of its blow, and it sinks into your shoulder. Ow!
That's rude.
You bastard!
Aye,
bastard.
Berserker 3 can't do anything. Shush, alien.
Attempt to hit barbarian number 1.
Okay, you miss.
Well, I did say a try.
That's true. Right, you hit with the second shot. The arrow thunks into him. It's a big hit. Lots of damage for that. Ooh, nice. Two arrows. One whistles past his logo, the other one sinks deep into him. Ooh, nasty. Right, wait, Rab Babish. This thing is invisible. You can't aim your moonbeam at it now.
Right. Is the water starting to recede back into the sea at all?
It's going down, yes, but because it's only a 6-second combat round, it will take it a while because it was raised 40 feet, so
yeah,
that was a lot.
How many rounds do I estimate it's going to take before it goes below the level of the in between the roofs? So I can run down, then run up the other side without being in the water.
2d6 rounds, 4 rounds.
Okay, then in that case, can I see any of these berserkers standing on the steps?
Yes, because they're at the top. You can see Berserker 1.
Right. I will flip over Moonbeam towards the berserker, and I
think you can only move it 30 foot around, though.
Hang on, I'm just checking. 60 feet in any direction.
Right, well, it's 100 foot away, so you can move it. It'll be 40 foot away from it. So
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm getting it ready.
Right, this Death Star kind of planet-destroying beam comes heading towards you, Sengo, sizzling the water away as it goes. Right, Rick, my friend.
Okay. Continue to chop at various
berserkers. They're howling in anguish now that you've took the thing down. And they're shouting.
Yeah, it is.
The Chaos, the Sea Lord will protect us, as you are chopping them down into hamburger.
Oh, no.
No, you won't.
Right, you hit. Another big hit from Rick.
Yeah.
Big hits. Warlock, great class. And is there anything you want to do? Oh, you get a second attack, don't you? Yeah, you hit. You notice these are not well armoured.
Well, not at all. I just can't roll damage for Toffee.
At least you're hitting.
You're hitting. You're slowly chipping away with your axe. Little paper cuts.
At least the axe is hitting.
Like there's little paper cuts all over his face. It's like not doing a lot, but just there's lots of blood flying. Right, unidentified creature 1, 2, and 3. That we're following the last orders. And it's back to Kalash. The elemental has expired. And you're breathing heavily and leaning against the window.
He's going to go down. How close can he get to the... He's got 60 on it.
He can run to the front door. It's still difficult terrain because of the water level. So he can run to the front door. He can jump out of the window with an athletics check.
And how close can I get there? Right, the action.
Go out the window. Pretend you've got a box of milk tray.
It depends if you dive out the window or if you run down the stairs.
Right, it's an athletics check for out the window. Somersault out the window, landing on my feet.
Nice. So he can run across the road and be behind.
That's not turn around to see if anybody saw it, but fuck, and then just sort of run towards the action.
Right, that thing I'm drawing the purple arrow at, that's the Temple of Lathander, if you remember. It's vaguely penis-shaped. Can you give us some perception checks? Please, everybody's. Roll some perceptions. Nice perceptions there. Other than...
Wait, I've got a day mine and all.
Not terrible. Right, so now that the storm's gone, because that's dissipated, you can hear the sound of children screaming from within the temple of the Thunder, the big penis temple.
Kalash, now that he's standing there, devastated that none of his mates saw, his sweet moves, starts, he hears this and he exits towards the building.
Right, so he exits and he's basically stood outside the building 5 feet down the road because he's wading through the water.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I'll lean out the window. If we're going to hear these kids, I'll lean out the window and go, give the little bastards a backhander from me when you find them, will you?
Clear target. Right, Sengo.
Target 1.
Yeah, some serious cuts here. Yeah.
My last go.
You need to click advantage, that's it. Oh, and another crit. Oh man, get out of it. Right, so how do you kill this one then?
Again, because obviously the head height, I just cleave his head open.
Right, so you bring your sword down, the helmet splits in twain as does the skull, and the body falls off the thing and splashes into the water where it leaves a nice bloody pool.
makes like a metallic hue as it sort of like slashes through a rent in his helmet.
Nice. Cool. Right, we are almost there. I'm just targeting the last one as it's moving into the space to attack you. Right, so you can... That was your last attack, wasn't it? So that's your end of your turn. Ethical, you're standing at the windowsill. Kalash has just leapt out of the window and is running, well, plodging towards the church/penis.
Can I say these two berserky types?
You can, yes. They're standing at the top, basically engaging in
Right.
combat.
Well-
However, if you're you don't have marksman, so if you're shooting you into combat, you'll be at disadvantage. Shashalian's got marksman, so as long as he can see a quarter of a target, he can hit it. Whereas you're just like you might hit. You might hit single. He'll be fine. He's got plenty of points.
I'm in an upstairs window, so surely I'm looking down on this.
Yes, but Sengo's 6'7" or something, aren't you?
Well, Rick.
Yeah,
Rick's not
you
that tall.
could shoot
No.
the berserker.
I'm very short.
Yeah, Rick's very short.
I'm a
and the
dwarf.
berserker is very tall. So you could shoot
the
number
one over
2.
Rick.
Right, I'll go for number 2 then. Yeah, I shall go for number 2. And with a bit of luck, he won't say this. Come on. Right, here we go.
I'm 4 foot.
Bollocks.
Right, Rick certainly didn't see it coming as an arrow whistles past your ear from behind. Berserker 2, reckless attack upon the Rick. Rah. Miss. That was a bit of a waste of a reckless attack, wasn't it?
Get
I
away
forgot
from
the
me.
bonus action. I shall lean on the window frame and look out on the carnage.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you about your bonus action. Yeah, so you're casually whistling, leaning against the window. You're all soaking wet, but you know, it's something. Berserker 3, reckless attack. The Stormlord provides! Hitting, doing 14 damage, so he does a minor cut to your single. Shashelian.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the one on Sengo.
Okay, go ahead. Everybody rolls 20, Shashelian gets a 1. Nice! And then crit. Follows it up with a crit. This one isn't injured, Dave, so you don't get your prey bonus. Right. 12 damage, and you Hunter's Martin to him. Yeah, so you moved Hunter's Martin to him. And the second, was that the first hit? No, that was the second hit. You missed with the first one, you rolled a 1.
Yeah, I know.
Right, so an arrow goes into his neck, and he goes, but he's still got plenty of life in him. Is there anything else you're doing for your turn? No? Right, we Rab.
I continue moving Moonbeam and I settle it over Berserker 3.
Yeah. So this thing sizzles through the water, steam coming off it, and then illuminates him as this great, massive 60-foot column of death energy settles upon him. Go on, target him, do the thing. He fails his save, so he takes full damage. Nice. His skin burns, his flesh burns, and he looks wounded. Nice one. Are you doing anything for your action? Well, just concentrating. Right, we're on Rick now.
Actually, what I am going to do for my action is steady myself on the roof just in case this bloody elemental decides to try and, smash through the water and knock us in the water.
All right, we need to take these out.
Right, you hit. Go on. Nice big damage roll. Yeah.
Oh, that was a bit chunky.
Yeah. You feint to one side and slice into him. Second one. He crits.
That's plenty.
He batters aside his defences and twats
Oh,
it.
for fuck's sake. That is the same what it rolled for me on the last
for the
crit.
most
3.
minimum battle axe roll ever. The least critical crit.
It's an uncritical.
It's an uncritical. Right. Okay, over by the penis, the three creatures appear, and they start crashing against the walls, trying to bring down the tower.
What 3 creatures? Them again? I thought they
disappeared. You couldn't see them when they disappear into the water.
How are they out of the water though?
They're not. If you remember, I said there's still water in the streets. It's slowly draining away. All 3 of them are focused upon the tower and are beating upon it. The tower shakes. The roof starts to collapse on one of the side tunnels. The children's screaming and wailing becomes more intense.
Should have got out when they were tilting, shouldn't they?
I need to finish these quickly.
I'm just going to make an attack roll. 12. So they do... It's got a static damage of 12, so it's got to do more damage than 12 to actually damage the building. 13, yes. So part of the smaller side building collapses off the first one, and the second one hits... Part of the other side building begins to collapse. The third one is thrown itself against the actual tower. It rolls a crit. Right, part of the roof falls off, and the upper level starts to collapse into the street. The kids start screaming. So I'm going to give it a D6 rounds before something bad happens. Okay, here we go. Ready? Right, in 5 rounds, the destruction is going to reach those poor kids. And it is Kalash's turn.
Well, he's not going to attack any of them. Going to move towards the building, like try and be there, like undetected to get the kids out.
Try and stealth in. Okay, I'll allow it. Go on, make a stealth check. A 17, it's pretty good. They are quite awful at noticing. See, they're not that awful, not gonna lie. However, they roll a 1. Right, so Kalash manages in between the things throwing themselves against the building, like sneakily runs in and dives in through a side window, but the building is rocking, beams are falling from the ceiling. It looks like it's on the verge of collapse at any moment. Right,
sounds
Sengo.
like a party. Right.
This sounds like a party.
Russia is party.
You're going to start swinging madly at berserkers, are you?
Where I am.
He hits. It does the minimum amount of damage. This is round 1. 4 rounds to get them out.
There you go.
Nice. Right. You chop into the berserker once, twice, thrice, and he's heavily wounded. He stands bleeding. The Storm Lord will look after us, he shouts as he spits blood through his broken teeth.
Sod the bloody Storm Lord.
Ethical. You were leaning against the windowsill? Am I remembering that correctly?
I was. But under the circumstances, I shall try and put an arrow into that one that Rick is fighting.
Okay. Seems reasonable. Oh, God.
Or not.
Well, how many 1s and 20s have we had tonight? Are we just using a heads and tails thing? That's what it seems like.
Aye, pretty much.
Are you going to do anything else? Hide or?
No, I just laying on the window frame and watch the fun.
Yeah. Berserker 2, reckless attack. He hits. It's a great big hit to Rick. Whack. Rick is wounded.
Knocked over for a bit.
Misses at Sengo. Special in.
I shall attempt to hit them again.
Go on, Dave. We're rooting fire. 1 or 20. 1 or 20. That's the only rules there is. You hit.
I'll go for a 1.
Right. How do you kill that one?
It hits his breastplate, ricochets up his nose. His helmet pops up 6 inches and starts to swivel around like a merry-go-round.
Okay.
This happens. He dies with the most surprised look on his face that you've ever seen on the face of a berserker. He's like, "What just happened?" And are you going to fire at the other one as well with your second shot?
Has he been hit or wounded?
Yes. You can see he's wounded on his little yellow thing. Shield wall, Sengo. That's the boy though. Shield wall.
All right.
Anyway.
You miss. Right. Yeah.
We should get the whole company shields, form a shield wall.
We Rob
Spell
McTavish.
people can deal.
Can I see Berserker 2?
You know what? Fuck it. Why not? You might as well Death Star some motherfuckers.
Death Star Berserker 2.
All right. Go on. Target him and do your casting shit. All right. He fails his save, so he'll take all of the damage. What? You've rolled some really shitty rolls there.
You have.
Right. He screams as his flesh and clothes catches alight, but he is not dead. It's Rick.
Right. Okay. We need to finish these, hopefully. It probably won't happen, but let's hope. Yep. I don't know. Did the damage go on?
Yeah, it was only 5 points. These are still quite tough. It's just your poor damage rolls.
Yeah,
Why did you pick Wallet again?
Something different.
Certainly is. The death of 1,000 paper cuts class.
Yeah.
And you miss with your...
Well, it's only because it's this particular thing.
Ah, right. I'm sure you'll stun me at a later date. Right, okay. Creature 1. Right, he hits. Again, more like the entire roof and the first level have collapsed from the damage. The other 2 creatures have now moved onto the tower. There's intense crying and wailing. 17. Right, the second floor gives way and collapses, and that one hits as well, and it does more than 12 damage. Right, and there's the ground floor and the first floor are the only ones standing. The rest of the temple has collapsed. The kids are on the first floor, and we've done that. Kalash will have to roll a perception or an investigate to find them as he runs in. The building's rocking backwards and forwards. Walls are collapsing, the ceiling's coming in. So what are you going to do? I think he's got really hot investigate, hasn't he?
He's got +3 for both.
17. Right. So you look desperately around the room. You see under a table where a beam has collapsed across on the table, but the table's held. There's a small boy and a small girl huddled under the table screaming and crying as the building's falling down around their ears.
Move towards them, try and get them out.
Right. Okay. Roll an athletics check. And... it is an 11. Oh, he's professional in athletics. That is still a success. It's a basic success. So you you can't get them all the way out, but you can grab them and drag them to the window if you want, or you can start running down the stairs to the ground floor. But the creatures will probably get to attack the building again before you go.
No, I'm going to try and get the kids out.
You're going to throw them out the window to somebody.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Right.
There's the ground floor. You've run up the stairs, the first floor, which is the only floor standing because the creatures have destroyed the other 3 floors because
No,
of
I'm
their
going down the
exceptional
next
rules.
floor.
Right, so you're going to stay in the building but drag the kids with you.
Well, yeah, there's still 4 more goes before something bad happens, isn't there? Or was it 3?
No, that was if you didn't do anything. That was how long before the tower collapsed on them completely.
Yeah, so there's still 3 goes before the tower collapsed.
Yeah, but they've actually destroyed the upper part of the tower now. Right, Singo, there's 1 berserker left. Give it what for? Wow, okay. So how do you kill the final one then? Oh no, you're targeting berserker 3 for some reason.
I'm not.
Who's dead?
I'm targeting both. Sorry, I didn't untarget the dead one.
Right, so you hack at his dismembered corpse.
No, I was targeting both.
Yeah, it's done the damage to both. Right, he's extremely badly hurt, but he hasn't gone down.
And my last go.
Right, chop, 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 chop. He stands there swaying, his axe dripping blood. Blood runs off his arms and runs down his tunic.
The sea god will protect us.
The Sea Lord will protect us, Etical. It's your turn. You just see Kalash run past the window, the remaining window of the tower, with like a kid under each arm, basically, because he's quite a strong half-orc lad. So he's got one. He's grabbed both of them and ran past the window.
Right, I'm going to try and put another arrow into this berserker.
Okay. You
On the other hand,
maybe not. You spend a turn alternately leaning. Maybe you can light your pipe up as a bonus action or something.
I think I will. I'll lean on the window frame and light me pipe.
It's just not your day. The berserker takes his final reckless attack against Rick. He's like, Stormlord! And misses due to his level of exhaustion. Shashalian, what do?
Miss.
Right, okay. You fire at the berserker. We grab McTavish. You burn him. Roll your
Burn.
Just by fire be purged. Minimum damage. Nice. Well done. What I like to see. Was that an extra D10 as well?
Yeah.
So that was an extra whole 3.
5. Yeah, 5 damage at all.
Right, he is literally on his last legs, but you just couldn't finish the job. Rick, it's time for you to be the hero. Do you want to be a hero?
Okay. Is he still recklessing?
Oh yeah, he's got every face that the Stormlord will save him.
Nat 20 again.
A crit. Now, come on, you
Right.
can do it.
If this comes as a 1 and a 2, I don't know what to do. Change the digital dice. That's a bit better. Right. He smashes his axe straight down the middle of him, from forehead to scrotum.
Right, and does he like fly apart? Does he do that slow peel from the head up?
Slow peel.
Slow peels in half and falls in 2 halves on the floor. Right, so we now go to the beasties. I know I said there was 4 rounds, Craig, but that was only if you didn't do anything. That was just an arbitrary number. But because they're now attacking the actual building, bad things could happen. 13 again. Right, the remaining floor is starting to crumble around Kalash, but he's on the stairs and running. Right, that one fails. It's all on this guy now. He hits. There's 12 damage. Right, so the upper floor collapses. You need to make an athletics roll to dodge out of the way as the upper floor collapses into the ground floor. 12. It's just enough. It's a basic
I thought it was
success.
a 1, to be honest with you.
Right, so you throw yourself madly to the side against the wall as like the second floor collapses, leaving only the ground floor. And what are you doing now? It's Kalash's turn.
Keep running.
Right, okay, make an athletics check to run. As you get outside, remember the water's subsiding. It's about ankle deep now, so you can make an athletics check. Right, Kalash bursts out of the collapsing building with the kids because he failed his athletic check. Takes a d12 damage. Of course, it's 12. As he's struck from behind
By a brick.
by a large section of roof falls on him. But you're heavily wounded, but not unconscious. So he staggers free. The creatures just ignore him and continue pounding into the church as it finally gives out and collapses. Do you attack them or do you leave them? Or Kalash staggers with a kid in each arm down the street, like bleeding where this brick's gone off the back of his head. What do you do?
I'll run
Is this
down
all
the
of us or is
stairs,
this?
collect up me ball bearings and caltrops, and then I'll try and give Kalash a hand with those kids.
Okay. Anybody else?
I will.
I'll-
I run at the kids and pull the kids away. Take one kid off Kalash,
Right. So
and then run the other way.
you grab the kids and run the other way. The creatures, the water snakes, water elemental things, whatever they are, they finish destroying the church, and as the water level subsides, they disappear into it, and the water level subsides back below the level of the overhang, the steps, and you don't see any more of them as they disappear off into the distance. The church is completely turned into rubble.